breaking Baldo news. All right, so we got a couple things to go over. I'm sorry, I know it's been like Rekieta Law week for the most part. He just went super ooga booga, and there's just a lot to cover. But luckily, we're all going to be looking at it this Friday on our Friday show. You already know the time and the place. But let me give you a small condensed version of what we've been working with. And if you want to be caught up to speed, check out my last couple of Rekieta videos. Those should be able to do the job. And then you can get back here. So what happened this week is Rekieta finally went full out, started talking. I mean, he started saying things like, we got quite a bit. We got a lot of things like this. He started to, so now like nonchalant admissions of drug usage, etc., etc. And a lot of people are speculating that the reason for that, and he's just not caring anymore and just confessing to everything, is because he took a plea deal. That's very likely. At the same time, Rekieta has been erratically kind of tweeting, and we kind of got the proof that he has with this tweet that he deleted. So we're gonna get into that. Let's get into, we got a bunch of stuff to cover. Make sure to like and share this video and favorite it, whatever that means on YouTube terms. Expand the SLANDERS squad so we can all share in these great laws and have a good freaking time. Get the bad faith actors as well. So anyway, Lawtube Sean replies in his live stream to Rekieta Law's deranged accusation that Sean impersonates Nick in Aaron M. Holt's live chat. Nick quickly deleted his accusation, but not before Scarebra caught it, which is a user up there. And as you can see here, Rekieta actually quote tweeted this, but unfortunately for Rekieta, he is a big lolcow right now. He is a content creator, celeb that has fallen from grace, and sadly, when you get these numbers, right, you end up having people just basically looking at every nick and cranny, no pun intended, to just go ahead and get anything they can on you. And this could be really bad for people like Rekieta, like for this, for instance, right? And this is one of the examples of his like a little bit erratic, unhinged tweeting. He says, Lawtube Sean poses as a fake Rekieta Law in Aaron M. Holt's chat to try and generate revenue for both of them. It's embarrassing. So Rekieta making this statement, kind of an interesting thing, because this was in reply to a comment made by Breaking Baldo News over here, as you can see. It said, Sean directly refutes Rekieta's assertion that LawTubers knew of his addiction and turned a blind eye. Not going well for Nick. So again, it's just one of those things where Nick was throwing out accusations and stuff. Maybe we'll touch upon this more. But yeah, apparently Rekieta was asserting that LawTubers knew of his addiction and stuff and turned a blind eye.
Hold on, what's this? Nick's accusing me of using a fake Rekieta Law account to generate super chats for the toe. You know, desperation has a particular scent. Frying your brain on cocaine, crack, and high-dollar whiskey does that to you, so I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I mean, if I'm going to shitpost, I do it myself. I don't fucking hide under things, so. Let him cope. Let him cope, chat.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething.
It seems like Nick is just trying to really discredit now his former colleagues, the LawTubers in general, just for the simple purposes of, I don't know, just maybe damaging the credibility. I mean, Rekieta in himself, doesn't have much credibility left. He doesn't have much of anything left. So it's safe to assume he's just trying to sink his peers at this point. And these are all people that he once called friends, okay? And I want to remind you guys, if you're not caught up to speed, there's an entire playlist where you can catch up. But to kind of attempt to summarize, Rekieta, I mean, these people only ever try to give him decent advice, okay? Like, not even like legal, or just decent advice for him. You know, they wished him the best even right? When they needed to be kind of critical about his delusions, they were a little critical and stuff. But Rekieta, again, at the end of the day, or at the ending of the day, as a bear would say, he is a narcissist. That's been his main issue here. I'm starting to notice that narcissism and lowcowdom kind of go hand in hand when it comes to these fall-offs. If you can't keep your ego in check, and if the narc in you comes out too much, inevitably this is what ends up happening. You become Nick, and you become the rage twig. So Rekieta posts this, and Sean from Potentially Criminal, who's LawTube Sean, just replies with, "Go to rehab," which is pretty fucking spicy. Here's Legal Mindset saying it's all a gay op, Sean. So, you know, just referencing that. Now, there's somebody going over here criticizing Sean. Says, "Sean, what do you have to say after being caught in Aaron M. Holt's DMs?" Potentially Criminal says, "Caught? Do I need permission to talk to Aaron?" And again, it's like one of those things where like this is a clear deflection, and it's not even a deflection for a burn, and it's just good advice. Like if Rekieta was legitimately in rehab, just taking care of himself and trying to get well, like this stuff wouldn't be happening. He wouldn't be making these unhinged, you know, messed up, inaccurate comments that he later just has to delete because he's uninformed. And it's really pathetic at this point. It's really fucking sad, but what can you do? And here again, like we got like a bunch of Rekieta Law. Why did you delete your post shortly after posting? Why are you basically accusing Sean of impersonating you? Very erratic behavior, Nick. And you know, imagine that he keeps lying. And again, it's just one of those things. It's crazy. It's insane. They're moving on here. Again, like this is the part of the plea deal, or what people assume that he has a plea deal now, because he is just blatantly saying, "And you never did coke." And then Rekieta says, "I did a fucking mountain of cocaina," as Nate the lawyer would say, I think. So with such smug, nonchalant admission of usage, the Candy, Ohio County Judiciary should withdraw any plea deal offer immediately. And it's like, people think he's already taken the deal or something. But here we got this person. It looks like he's going to take the deal, but everything he hadn't isn't coming back. Now he can join DSP in the bottom of the barrel. Breaking Baldo News, who I am definitely not, says, "Don't underestimate this man's ability to go into histrionic." See, I can't even pronounce the words he says. How am I breaking Baldo News, guys? Meltdowns. He may have said this in a spastic rage because he been refused a plea deal. He's still bawling about the marriage stream in his warrant. Why would he complain if he's taking a deal? Curious stuff. Again, it's something to think about. People are speculating that he has, but Breaking Baldo News brings up a good point. You know, if he's still bawling about the stream and the warrant, why would he complain if he's taking a deal? Rekieta says, "I said that a specific social worker lied." So he's just going ahead and he's trying to justify is a new word, you know. It is one of those things where it is curious. It is really curious. The person just says, "I get an admission to drug use as a drug case." Just seems retarded to me. And now that I think about it, he might blow that comment off as, "Oh my god, it was a joke, you dumb motherfuckers." And yeah, like, see, now people just have caught on. They just know him so well at this point because he's shown his full hand. He's just shown his entire candidate. But it gets even worse, because Nick is not opposed to going at children, which again, here's the thing, man. There are certain things you draw a line from. There are certain things you go to a gray area for. You know, I say I don't like the moral figging is, you know, whatever. But there comes a point where it's like, it's just not moral figging, and you kind of got to put your foot down. And it's even doubled so if it's done by like Rekieta, who is pretending to be a good father. He's pretending like he is above this behavior, and he's obviously not, right? So again, it's like Nick Rekieta claims Aaron M. Holt's kids have been assigned a social worker. So, you know, Nick just coming in, going ahead and just either talking shit or whatever. I mean, again, it's just one of those things where, I mean, in this instance, we see Nick, you know, kind of like indirectly bringing up the children more than the farmers ever brought up Rekieta's. I mean, in my opinion, at least, for the purposes of what he was talking about, when he was trying to make the point where, you know, all, quote unquote, all Kiwi farmers are PDFs, according to Rekieta, because they wanted to see the body cam footage of his house to prove that he was indeed lying about the situation, to where, again, Rekieta weaponized his own kids to try to label a forum of people he once defended as PDFs. So here we got Steel Toe, who is Aaron M. Holt, saying, "This is news to me, I will let them know." And then this person just continues to show, Rekieta's downfalls here. "Admitting to the crime you're under felony investigation for to own the A-logs. Nick defending his Locale of the Year title vigorously." And just to kind of cap it off here, I wanted to point out this lovely tweet here, which has gotten somehow the most engagement out of any Rekieta tweet, right, in a while, right? This is the first time Rekieta has managed to get over 1,000 likes on a tweet since, I want to say, since his fall off, since this entire thing happened. I don't know. It's just been a rough ride for Rekieta, and he did it all to himself. So Rekieta says, "Laughing my ass off. Fuck this tweet and the dumbass who wrote it." So in this, Rekieta says the whole "Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. 2024 promises to be a beautiful disaster. Don't make resolutions. Blah 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 blah. La 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 la." And the one thing you got right about this is that yes, 2024 was a beautiful fucking disaster for Nick Rekieta. And again, Rekieta over here, not really going ahead and addressing this, but again, we'll be looking over all of this shit on Friday's show, or we can go in. We'll roughly run about 2 to 3 hours. Probably going to be 3 with all the shit that has hit the fan, so to speak, right? Rekieta becoming the Rage Twig, finally going full Ralpha male. I said this previously. I think Rekieta is going to be the rightful heir to the kill streams. Like Ralph looking for an heir, somebody to take up the mantle for when he, tragically is not around anymore. And I think Rekieta might be the one to do it, honestly. I mean, it's it's looking closer and closer to that being the fact. All right. So, breaking Baldo news. Come on, be honest. You like it when I say it like that. So, Breaking Baldo News says, "Hey, Rekieta Law, why are you financially supporting Patrick Melton, NLO? Nobody likes onions. He has made persistent attacks against Aaron M. Holt and his innocent children. Oftentimes," and you can read the rest, and, for the purposes of getting YouTube to, put this out there, can't say any more than that. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is all I have for you now. Let me know what you think. Again, in the comment section down below. And again, make sure to like, share, and favorite, whatever that means, this video so that we can grow the Senny squad. Alright? Ladies and gentlemen, have a good rest of your day wherever you are. And remember, don't be rackets.
Kiwi Farm, you do not have the full store E. Ooh, come Kiwi Farm, come and look upon the heart. Ooh, let's talk in DMs, it is not too late for my mercy. Ooh, come and look upon the heart. Oh, I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? Shame on you, sweet Kiwi Farm. I'm a god. 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 Welcome, Kiwi Farm. You do not have the full store E. Ooh. Come, Kiwi Farm, come and look upon the heart. Ooh, let's talk in DMs, it is not too late for my mercy. Ooh, come and look upon the heart. upon the heart. Oh, 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 I'm a god. How can you jail a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. I'm a god. How can you jail a god? Shame on you, sweet kiwi farm. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm a god. God. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm a god. No rehab or intervention can work in this place. There is no escape. No rehab or intervention can work in this place. There is no escape. No rehab or intervention can work in this place. There is no escape. No rehab or intervention can work in this place. There is no escape. Oh, I'm a god. How can you jail a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. I'm a god. How can you jail a god? Shame on you, sweet kiwi farm. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm a god. God. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm a god.